Welcome to the Business Spotlight series. My name is Gabriel Moore. I am a senior partner here at Action Coach Vanguard in Central Iowa. Today, I am privileged to have Matt Bohner, the owner of Magic Matt's Cleaning, as my guest. How you doing, Matt?
Excellent. How you doing, sir?
Heck yeah, I'm doing great. We're going to be talking about his business, his journey to business ownership, his challenges, best practices, and share a peek into what it's really like to build and operate a business. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to like and subscribe to get notifications when we drop new conversations just like this one. Matt, my man, welcome and thank you for being here today. Give me a brief overview of your background and tell us a little bit about your business.
So my background, I grew up in Central Iowa. I left Central Iowa when I graduated high school. I went into the military, traveled the whole world. I was in the Air Force for 6 years. I chased aviation money for many years after that, moved all over the country before I finally realized that Central Iowa was exactly where I needed to be and wanted to be. Chased some different jobs around here and there, never really liking what I was doing. Ran into the every time you start a new job, somebody looks at you like you're nothing because you're new, and just kind of got tired of that scene. Once that happened, I woke up one day, and literally I woke up and told my now wife, I'm quitting my job today and I'm starting a business. I had no clue what I was going to do, no clue what we were going to start. So I got online and started figuring it out and decided we were going to start a cleaning company. And that was back in 2013.
Oh, so yeah, I know, right? Time, man. So to set the stage for the viewers and or listeners, depending on how you're hearing this, what does your current ownership structure look like? Are you like the sole founder and owner, or are there outside investors? How does that look?
No outside investors. I am the sole owner, founder. My wife wasn't 100% sold on it at the time. She questioned me a lot. So I was the only one to put my name on this in the beginning. So I'm still the sole owner, but obviously she's a huge part of it.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what role you currently play in the business.
Oh, so it's changing a little bit. I typically, I still do all the sales. Obviously, the leadership roles that I take on with our people, with our cleaners and our managers. But I still do some of the book work. I'm trying to slowly pass that on to one of our gals, but mainly just leadership. I'm still doing 100% of the sales for the most part, and hopefully one day work myself out of that.
Sure. When you look at your role, how many hours do you spend working in your business, like the job stuff, and how many do you say you work on the business, like strategy, planning, growth, etc.?
Sure. So, in a typical day, I would say that I'm working on leads and phone calls and emails and, running job leads, bidding jobs. I would say at least probably 3 to 4 hours a day.
Okay.
I spend still right now about an hour to 2 hours a day teaching other people some of these roles that we can hopefully maybe start to pass on. And then I would say working on the business at different things that I'm learning, another couple hours. So it kind of changes day by day, and depending on our schedule that day, it changes day to day for sure. But that's probably a pretty good average about what I'm doing now.
No, that makes complete sense. And you gotta, I'm sure that you probably see the value in training other people for those roles, so that you're not the one that's having to do them and you could step out and maybe work
Absolutely,
on something else.
absolutely.
Let's move on to what makes your business so special. Besides that absolutely amazing shirt,
Right.
who primarily does your business serve? Like, if I were the audience, how
Mhm.
would I know if I was a good fit for your product or your service?
Right. So we offer a few different categories of services. So we offer residential cleaning as well as like a commercial cleaning, like apartment hallways, clubhouses,
Oh, wow.
office buildings. We also do air duct cleaning on commercial and residential side, and we do carpet cleaning the same. So our clients are kind of different in each one of those. Uniquely about our businesses, we're kind of a one-stop shop. So, I would say a lot of our current clients and the majority of our clients are definitely professionals. Somebody who maybe runs a busy life, doesn't have time to clean, and doesn't have to worry about that, has us come in weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. As for like the air duct cleaning, people who are, a little bit more worried about the air that they're breathing, healthier people, some of the older generation that's starting to think about that, the what am I breathing in, or worried about their health a little bit more. And ever
I
since
can't even
COVID, that's
imagine what's in my
huge.
air ducts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Our son Blake does all of our air duct cleaning and carpet cleaning, and he has some pretty cool stories of what he's found in there. Anything from children's toys to mice, dead mice, and
Oh,
other
yeah,
just
yeah.
filth from 80-year-old homes that have never had it done, because air duct cleaning
Oh
really,
my gosh. Oh.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We've
that's
got some
nasty.
pretty gruesome photos. If you look on our Facebook page and other places that you can find us, there's some good photos up.
Oh wow. Oh man, that's yeah. Ugh. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's you don't know what you don't know, right? I mean, it's
that's
like
right.
it's out of sight, out of mind. If we're not thinking
Hmm.
about it, but we sure are breathing it in. Why am I so
Right.
sick all the time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Who primarily does your business serve, Matt? If I were, or I'm sorry, I just asked that. What makes your business unique? Why do your customers or clients choose you?
So I think there's a couple reasons. I think, I mentioned it a little bit ago. I think the fact that we're a one-stop shop, people get comfortable with a company and it's treating them right, and they want to continue to use them and trust them. So, somebody might come to us with air ducts, and then, they find out we do cleaning, carpet cleaning. All of a sudden, we've got three services that they'll need eventually sometime. Otherwise,
Like a
being unique.
convenience factor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I think the other thing, and I know a lot of companies can say this, and we truly stand behind it, but whether it's myself, Heather, my wife, any of our people out there doing the work, people trust us. It's the personalization that you get with us, and not always will I be out there hopefully bidding the jobs, but I'm trying to transfer that down to every single person that's on our crews. I want them to treat our clients like their family. We truly want a family atmosphere out there, and I think our clients really respect that.
Yeah. Yeah. I do too. I do too. How do your competitors compare with you?
Well, again, it's a little bit different on each spectrum, each service that we do, but I would say in the cleaning aspect of it, we have, a couple larger competitors that we deal with here locally, quite a few smaller ones or same size as we are. They might
Sure.
not do as much work, but I think people wise, we're pretty close.
Okay.
Pricing wise, I think we're all pretty close, but I think the larger companies, they struggle with the turnover rate. And that's one thing that's one thing that I
Sure.
guarantee my clients is, we're going to have the same people in your home cleaning. You're going to get comfortable. You're going to get to know them. And again, it's that personalization. And I find it hard for the larger companies to do that, just because, they have that high turnover rate, and kind of we all deal with that nowadays. But I think it does have them struggle on that spectrum. As for like the air duct cleaning, we just have a different process than a lot of others. If you do your research, there's companies that do it, the old school way, where they think you're going to pull up with this great big van and hook this great big vacuum up. And we do it a little bit newer, a little more traditional way now, a little cleaner way. Just we do things a
Trade
little bit
secret,
different.
right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I got you. Trade secret.
Yeah.
I dig that. So you see, you were just let me back up just a second, because you were talking
Hmm.
about the comfortability with your clients and the employees that you put in there, and you were talking about the churn rate or turnover of employees.
Hmm.
What's your strategy on that? What makes it so good to work for Magic Matt's Cleaning? What's really good about that?
Well, we really try to keep, the atmosphere with our people, as a true team. We go over it all the time. You're only as strong as your weakest link, and that's true in so much things that you do in life and in business.
Yeah.
And truly, if a team member is constantly, I'm just going to say angry, upset, maybe has something going on at home, they need to feel open that they can come to me and talk about that stuff. And not necessarily, they don't have to tell me about their whole life, but let me know that something's going on so that we can address that issue. And I
Right.
think the more that we do that, along with, just, making sure that, of course, we all get into jobs that we don't want to be in, but we're trying to take on jobs that they don't mind doing. We don't want to get into some of those jobs where people just hate coming to work. Like, if you hate coming to work, then maybe this isn't cleaning's not for you, or air duct cleaning or whatnot. But
Right.
in our pay, we pay our people premium. I think that if I expect premium work out of them, then they deserve premium pay.
Oh, love it. I absolutely love it. What's one thing you wish more people knew about your business?
Um, as much as we try to get it out there, so many times do I have clients come 6 months after we've been cleaning their houses, or I might see them on Facebook saying, "Hey, and by the way, we do window cleaning. This just happened." We do, and we've always kind of done window cleaning, but we've just taken it a little bit to the next level. But I had a client, for example, the other day. I saw her on Facebook, and she was asking for referrals for windows, and so we didn't do a very good job of letting everybody know, hey, we do all these services. So a lot of times, they're coming back, and so we're trying to get better at that and making sure that every one of our clients knows everything we do. Again, the comfortability, they already know that we're doing quality work out there. They want to call us back, but we got to let them know that we're there.
Heck yeah.
So,
okay. This leads me to marketing. It's one of our favorite things, right? It's something, I think it's something that we know it's vital to every business out there, often an area many business owners struggle with. What's the number one marketing strategy that's brought you the most business to Magic Mats?
since I've started tracking, for the majority of this year, it has been Facebook by far.
Wow.
We do some advertising on Facebook, not a lot. We do very minimal campaigns on Facebook. I've gotten really good um, advice of how to do some marketing stuff on Facebook, and it's working. We're seeing results. I mean, we got lead sheets that we keep track of everything, and in our computer system keeping track. And I would say Facebook by far. Word of mouth referrals. We're really working hard on referrals. We
Sure.
started a referral program for not only our employees to make extra money by getting referrals,
Heck
but
yeah.
also to the clients, kicking money back to them or kicking them a percentage off the next thing that they do, that they use us for. So we're really trying to get the referral process better. But I would say Facebook for marketing has been huge. And of course, we do use LinkedIn, a little bit of Google ads, but not a whole lot. I do have a lot of clients say they find us on Google, so we are rating pretty high on there, and we've got some good reviews. So
okay. I had a recent client, I'm sorry, not client, but interview with someone who said that they had a lot of great experience from networking. How do you feel about that?
love it. So we are part of the Chamber of Ames here. We have a business group that we go to every Thursday morning, which is not only business owners, but people who are, just out there trying to gain exposure. And, like you said, so yeah, I truly believe in it. It's probably that actually. So when you talk about that actually has probably helped Magic Mats cleaning out the most in the last 2 years, being a part of different groups, getting out there, meeting people, which kind of in turn to one of your questions earlier is where one day I would like to focus my time on, is literally just going out, meeting new people. It's amazing what the public can do for you if you just get out there and speak to people.
It's so wild, isn't it? Being a community member, and as a business owner, I think it's probably every business owner's goal to become the face of their business, in a sense of that's all they need to do is go out and just market their business so that the business will run itself without them.
Absolutely.
Just be a shining light for the business. Networking is still to this day is one of the number one ways to grow a business.
Yes. And when you mentioned talking about networking and just being a part of the community, that all goes into giving back to the community too. Not just producing for the company, because obviously we all have to work for a living. That's what we're here to do. But giving back is where you'll get so much more back into your company. We do a lot of we donate a lot to different things. We've sponsored rodeos. We try to give to different all kinds of different. There's so many that we try to give to, and I think that is just as important. And really finding out about those things, I find out about most of the things that I'm involved with or can give back to through networking.
Yes. Yeah. Givers gain, right, man? I mean, it's
absolutely.
Yeah, it's you gotta, the secret to living is giving, and you'll
That's
be
right.
returned tenfold. I love it. I love it.
That's right.
So what approach have you taken to track your leads? Do you have a CRM or customer relations management program that you prefer?
We do. I have, so it's my first one that I've had.
Okay.
It's called Thrive, and they, I don't want to get into too much about them because I don't want to
Sure.
overstep where, what I maybe don't know, because
Yeah.
what you don't know, but it's worked well for us. It at least I can keep track of everybody. I can make notes in there. I can add tags to what they did. That way I can send out promotions.
Okay.
It keeps track of a lot of different things for me. It does help me post on social media. They take care of my website for me. So there's a lot of positive with Thrive that I found. I know
Okay.
there's tons out there for people to try and use, but I really have enjoyed Thrive. And then keeping track of leads, I literally still using paper sheets for when I take a phone call. Kind of old school there, but I've got it to where I can fill those out, and then my gal can come in and she enters all that into our KPI system, and then she in turn, if we sell the job, she enters them into QuickBooks and on through the process. So
Outstanding. Outstanding. All right. Well, we spent a lot of time focused on the business and sharing a few best practices for the audience. I'd love to take a step back and dive into your journey a bit more. Why'd you choose to go into business for yourself as opposed to choosing to work for someone else? I know you kind of skimmed it
sure.
at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but what was that transition like for you?
Scary. I don't know that I had a lot of people on my side then. Making that decision, my parents and my wife's parents are, they're a little older school. You go to work 8 to 5, 9 to 5, and you come
Tradition.
home and work before play and all those good quotes that we heard growing
Yeah.
up. Um, they thought I was nuts, I think, and that was okay because that kind of drove me a little bit harder. I know, Heather's dad, he owned a business for years and it actually closed down because the economy went bad, and he's doing what he loves now again. But so he had that scarce in him and he was kind of putting that onto me a little bit. And I just jumped in, we dove in, and how we started, we figured it out. We talked to people, we made phone calls, and we slowly figured it out. And after, 11 years now, I'm still figuring it out. It's it's
You
a
know,
it's
we
a yeah, it's a daily grind. I mean, you're learning every day, and if you're not, then you're not gaining anything. And
we
back
call
then,
that fail forward, Matt. Fail
yeah,
forward.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. And
Yeah.
so back then, I think when we started, I mean, it was literally Heather and I. I mean, we went around town, we knocked doors. We just said we'll do anything. I mean, we raked leaf, we did everything we could. I'll clean your gutters if you need me to, just to start gaining clients and gain a little traction of something. And it's taken all this bit of time. And of course, I didn't have business groups to help, and I wasn't involved with the chamber. And I think that was one of my major mistakes. If I could go back in time, what I would do first is I would have people on my side first from the very beginning. And I think we could have been 10 times what we are right now if we would have done it, back then. So
Powerful words, man. Yeah, absolutely. As you as you look back on the journey that you've had so far, what are some of the what's the most memorable roadblocks or
mhm.
hurdle that you were challenged with, or maybe forced to overcome? What was like the number one
Sure.
for you there?
I would say it's still kind of the same roadblock now, a little bit.
Okay.
you get it's so you get to the point where you're too busy, because as you start off, you do the work. Then you get to
Yep.
the point you're too busy, so you want to hire somebody. And so, do you have enough work to keep that person? What do you? There's a hurdle of always you sit on that fence of, do I grow? Do I not? And
Yeah.
I think everybody has their perception of what they feel is right, and that's okay because it's your business. You can do what you want. But I think until you have people from the outside looking in, letting hey, you can take that next step, like you're there. And I think having somebody push you over that edge a little bit, and it's scary. It's almost like starting over again.
Right.
But I think you just, and that's been my biggest hurdle. Along with that is pushing, some of the things that I do onto other people. Not pushing, but allowing other people to take on some of the things that I probably should not be having to do. That's been difficult for me. We're slowly working on it. We're getting there piece by piece, but that's difficult because you always think that nobody can do it better than me. But as I've learned, actually, some people probably do it much better than you.
And it might even be an advantage to have people
Yeah,
that are better than you, right?
absolutely.
We've
Absolutely.
got and actually, coach, we call things like that glass ceilings because you can see
Mhm.
through it. You can see through it,
Yep.
but for whatever reason, you just can't get
Right.
through it, right? And so you got to figure out a way how to break that glass, how to punch
Yep.
through it. And but it sounds like you've kind of punched through it a bunch of times, man, in your business. Um, let's fast forward for a second. Let's go forward in time. Where do you see the business in the next, say, 3 to 5 years?
Well, um, it's a tough question because as we're learning,
Yeah.
we're learning that we have the capability to grow. We have the right people around us for sure. A, supporting us, and B, we've got the right employees right now to help us grow. We can actually grow quite a bit with our current crew. Um, we can probably almost double what we're doing. And so to some people that might not make sense. They would go, well, what, are they not busy? No, they're very busy. But I know there's ways that we can be more efficient. And I know that there's ways that we're learning each and every day to do things differently. So in 3 years, say, you know, I would like to be, if we're talking size wise, I would like to be minimum 2 to 3 times what we're doing now. I'm learning so much so fast that it's very, it's overbearing for sure. But sometimes I just come in here, in my office and just slow down and think, okay, as and I'm kind of going a little bit off topic, but like with goals, for
Okay.
example,
Yeah.
I've learned that, a lot of people set goals and then you never think of the steps to get there, right? Everybody, it's like that New Year's Eve thing. Oh, I'm going to lose weight this year. Well,
Chunk it down.
have you ever broke it down and said, okay, day one, I need to start this? And they just look at that one goal. And if they don't hit it, then it's over. Nope, throw that goal out. And so we're trying to do these baby steps of let's set some small goals too, just for the next month or the next couple months. And let's slowly work on them. And here's how we're going to work on them over the next week or two. So all of that is going to help us grow for sure. And again, the people
Heck yeah.
around us. So I think 3 to 5 years, I definitely want to be doing more of my face out in public, a lot less selling, hopefully maybe have a sales team or a salesperson by then, more machinery, maybe a couple more people, and just rising up and continue to serve our communities.
I'm sure you're going to get there, brother. I'm sure you're going to get there.
Thank you.
We certainly covered a lot in this conversation today. For those who are watching, I highly encourage you to save this and come back a few times for an additional watch. Lots of great nuggets. As we begin to wrap up, Matt, I got a few rapid questions. These
Sure.
are quick top of your head answers. Okay. So 1 to 5 words, maybe one sentence to answer, and that's it.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
What is the key to success for you?
The people around me.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it. With power and community. What is
Mm-hmm.
your one piece of advice for other business owners?
Um, get involved with the community more.
Great advice, man. Great advice. Tying that right back in. What's the one book you're reading now or have read most recently?
Oh, it's not in here. Well, one I did recently is the five. Help me out. You're a book guy.
5 Dysfunctions of a Team.
Yes, yes, yes,
Patrick Lencioni. That's a great
yes,
book.
yes. I don't read a lot, but I do. That's something that I'm changing. So slowly but surely, I'm changing that habit and learning that it's very important.
That's awesome. If you had to choose only one area of your business you could immediately improve tomorrow, what would it be?
Um, Probably honestly, my marketing. I wish I was better at marketing. I definitely need to look at getting somebody who's better at that than me. Marketing for sure.
I hear that. Before we get into the final question of the day, how can others learn more about you or your company? How can they get in contact?
Yep. So you can reach out by phone call or text, which is it okay to get my number on here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
515-509-1826. You can email me at Matthew, Matthew, Bohner, Bohner, at yahoo.com. You can go to our Facebook page, Magic Mats Cleaning. We're also on LinkedIn, Magic Mats Cleaning. Yeah, that's the majority of them, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, we
And
do have a
what?
TikTok too
Oh, what's up? TikTok. Here we go.
at Magic Matt's Cleaning.
There you go at Magic Matt's Cleaning at TikTok. What is most inspiring to you today?
Most inspiring. Hmm. You know, there's so much top of the head answer. Most inspiring is probably just our community, how much support that they give me back for the little things that we do.
That's awesome. Matt, man, I really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. As we wrap up, I want to say thank you. This has been an amazing spotlight on your journey as not just a business, but as an owner as well. And I'm deeply grateful you allowed me to look under the hood with you, learn more about you and Magic Matt's Cleaning. I'm definitely looking forward to how you and your business take it to the next level. This has been Business Spotlight with Matt Bohner with Magic Matt's Cleaning and your host, me, Gabriel Moore. Matt, thanks again, man.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, sir.